Salutations, sheeple, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Somplex0. I am extra comfy today, and I recently went to go see the Superman movie, and I thought it was good. Now, you see, the thing is, I had thought the Superman movie was coming out the day that the Fantastic Four movie was coming out. So I ordered fabric to make a Supergirl costume, and that showed up today, which was like perfect, on time, when I thought that I was going to go and see the Superman movie at the end of the month. And I really like showing up to movie theaters in costumes. That is a very big thing for me. So when I didn't show up in costume yesterday, that sucked a little bit for me. So I thought, to make it up to myself, I'm still going to make a Supergirl costume, and I'm just gonna go see the movie again. So here we have a bag of fabric from Fabric Wholesale Direct, which totally should sponsor me, by the way. I'm your biggest shill. My email is available. Just imagine it. fabrichwholesaledirect.com/Somplex0. That could be great. Hit my line. Anyways, have fabric from where I get all my fabric from now, and was getting it even before Joann's died, but I love buying from this place. And we're going to basically open it on camera, try our best to make as much of this costume as possible between now and whenever I get too tired, because currently it is 10:24 p.m. Friday. I have to get this video uploaded, posted 11:59 p.m. Saturday. So we'll see how this goes. I know that last video I posted was literally I promise to not crunch again, but technically speaking, this isn't just like a random regular smuggler crunch. This is for the content. This is for the love of the game. There is no real deadline associated with this, so I don't feel the stress associated with a crunch. Therefore, it is not a crunch. That's exactly how it works. Anyways, let's just open this bag. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Opening it, seeing the hint of blue and red has me very, very excited. All right, so we have this. Wow, this blue shows up so vibrant on camera. I, once again, did a very good job at picking up fabric colors based off of the projects. Like, this is our blue. We have about 2 yards of this, which should, to be honest, be more than enough to make what I plan to, which is, you know, like Supergirl. I don't know. I haven't decided what iteration of Supergirl I'm doing just yet. I originally was leaning towards CW Kara. However, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Supergirl. Her designs don't vary all too much. So we'll see what our spirit is feeling as we create this, because typically that's how all of my freaking costumes go. And then this is our red. This is going to be our skirt. This is going to be our cape. And yeah. What types of fabrics are these, you may ask? That is a very good question. A good question for editing Sami to put on the screen right there, because IRL Sami does not feel like looking it up. Thank you, editor Sami. I know you're probably really annoyed with me. Love you though. Typically, how I make my stuff, I have patterns. I don't have money right now to buy patterns. However, I do know how to make a circle skirt. I have a vague idea of how to make a belt, and if I don't know how to make a belt, I have, oh yeah, wait, hold on. That reminds me of something. The belt. I have pre-existing gold fabric that I'm going to use for that I didn't buy from Fabric Wholesale Direct. I bought that from Joann's. That will be coming into play later, but we'll worry about that later. For now, I am making a circle skirt, although I'm very tempted to make pleats. I don't have time to make pleats. I love having my skirts pleat. I love the little floof and flounce, but yeah, them does not have time for that. So we're gonna make a circle skirt. We're gonna go grab a shirt that is currently actively in the laundry right now, and we're gonna trace that out onto the blue fabric and then figure it out from there. As far as the cape, I'm gonna be honest, no clue how I'm making this cape. I've made cloaks before, haven't made capes. Cause you know what Edna Mode says? No capes. I hope to make these types of videos more and more often. All that fun stuff, all that cool stuff. If you are interested, you know, there's something that they call a subscribe button. What part of the screen is it on? What does it say? Oh, subscribe, like and subscribe so that way we can get more content like this. It's currently 10:30. Let's see how this goes. I kind of wish that I was recording just now because I was, looking for the things that I need to have to, complete this project. I got the things. I was looking for heat removable ink pens, 2 of them because I will lose the first. Watch me lose them both. Pens, I already said that. I don't know why I came out with the portable charger, and I don't know why I have green yarn. And then as far as like the Supergirl logo or something, I should probably set that up on my 3D printer to like print like a small little one or something, because I'm not cutting out strips of fabric and making that logo. I do not feel like setting up my embroidery machine. Actually, embroidery machine would probably be easiest. But also, my sewing machine doubles as my embroidery machine. It does not fuck with stretchy fabric specifically for embroidery. And I don't feel like figuring that out today. So we're not gonna figure that out today. I should probably turn back on my... That's why I had the portable charger. I had the portable charger for my lights, and I put the portable charger back in my goddamn room. I can't tell. Ah! I blinded myself again. I was about to say, I can't tell how much of my silliness is purely for the camera being on or me just being hyper aware of my stupidity. But then I blinded myself. So I think it might be the hyper aware of my stupidity and clumsiness part. Cool. It is now 7:54 and I'm not set up yet, but I do have my gimbal working. Guys, I have a gimbal. It's really freaking cool. I'm gonna find a circle skirt that I made for my iridescent costume, and I'm going to trace that because I really don't feel like measuring everything. Also, I like the way that one flounces. I found it fairly easily because I had it right next to my sewing machine because I meant to fix it. But also, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to show you guys what happens if you don't properly prepare your cosplays for wear. Everything becomes frayed and gross and ill and icky. And yes, this was a result of me crunching again. God, look what happened to these hems. It's gross. Hem your item. I think if I take this, I fold it in half, and then like put it on a corner, I should be good to go for the for the skirt. I also have the shirt that I pulled from the laundry because I wore it this week and I haven't done laundry yet. This is very form-fitting, which is exactly how I want the Supergirl shirt to fit. So this is what we're gonna be tracing over for the shirt. And then we have my measuring tape and my bee scissors. I call these my bee scissors because I use these fabric scissors when I can't find the ones that I actually really love using. But yeah, cool stuff. I don't know what to say now. I guess we kind of just get into it. I still don't know what to do about the Superman logo. We're just gonna focus on the fabric. We're gonna focus on the fabric. And then I'll regret it later. We'll see. To the salon. I'm not meant for on-camera stuff. Like, everything that's oozing from my core right now, it just feels like 2016, 2018 YouTube. Which, don't get me wrong, some aspects of that I miss, but also 2016 YouTube. Some aspects of it we do not need to bring back. Alright, both cameras should be recording. So we're gonna start with the shirt first. And feeling the fabric between these two, I kind of wish that I got more of the blue fabric, specifically for the red, because I really love the way that this feels. And like I'm not sure how well that you guys can see it, but like that's some nice texture in that fabric right there. But this fabric was more expensive. So goal is shirt and probably a pair of shorts too, because you know, better to be safe than sorry. Technically speaking, it stretches 4 ways, but it feels the most stretchy. Sorry, something grand line, something I don't understand. I think this stretches 4 ways, so we're just gonna make this right here work. All right, we're gonna draw as close to this as possible, and then give ourselves a little bit of seam allowance, something yada yada. Alright, my hope is that with the gathering of the skirt, it'll help like add a little bit of flounce to it, but I probably should have made it smaller so that way it just like fits at my waist, but one side of this is like shorter than the other. It might be, is it the back too? Uh-oh. That's okay, it's fine. We're just gonna have to make do because the rest of the red fabric is gonna be for the cake. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this waistband. I think I'll just make one that matches my normal waist and then like gather it to that. Like that should work, I think. I hope. I desperately hope. Alright, this is where things are a little bit complicated because I've never made a cape that just drapes out the shoulders before. And also this fabric is a little bit heavy, so I have to be careful with how I do this. So now I'm going to just going to like search up Supergirl capes. There's the cape tutorial right here that would probably make my life extremely easy. Oh my god, you know, I just realized I can use my cry cut machine to make the logo. That is exactly what I'm going to do because I have some gold fabric that'll work. Should we just follow this tutorial? How long is it?
with Calling Cosplay, and I will be doing a tutorial on my very large, heavy, majestic Supergirl cape.
So we're gonna follow this tutorial from Colleen Cosplay. Video will be linked in the description. Thank you, Colleen. Your help with this is very much appreciated because I definitely should have planned way sooner about how on earth I was going to make this cape. But Sami and planning things, ahahaha, that's funny. It's actually seriously starting to become a problem, but I don't know what to do about it, but we're figuring that out in therapy. Anyways, enough with being raw about things that bother me.
A few minutes later.
Yeah, you see, all of this makes perfect sense. And in a world where Sami was being reasonable, Sami would follow that tutorial because I think that it is a very well-made tutorial. And I love the way that her Supergirl came out. However, Sami is lazy. It is 11:46 p.m. And so far, all I've done is cut things out. And I still have to pin them together. I hate pinning things together. So we're gonna drape this off my shoulders, figure out a rough estimate of where I wanna cut it off, and then call it a day. Cause in cutting out the skirt, right, we have this little like weird arch thing that kind of naturally forms in the fabric. So I'm thinking I just kind of like pull this over my shoulders and like just tie it behind my arms and call it a day, and then I have it covered. Like it works, right? Right, guys? Shani, you should do your costume properly. What? What was that? Yo solo no habla inglés. Lo siento. Jokes aside though, I really do like the way this is coming off my shoulder. Like, maybe we'll find a different way to attach it. Maybe we can do like some sort of gathering, some snaps. Maybe snaps haven't always been very kind to me, and this fabric might be a little bit too heavy for it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was like joking at first about wrapping this around my shoulders, but I really like the way that this looks. It probably won't look as good when I actually do get to cutting it out, but like, it works. Also, I may have bought way more fabric than I needed. I bought 5 yards, and I think I bought it with the intention of pleating up the skirt, which would require like 3 yards just to pleat it and maybe 1 or 2 yards for the cape. But we're here now, and that means we'll have fabric later. I'm not sure how I'm gonna keep this up on my shoulder when it does actually get to it. I don't know. In the meantime, I need to figure out where I want this to end, you know? This shirt would be nice if I, you know, like, properly measured it. I see a specific fold that I want. It's like I'm trying to freaking catch it. Okay. This is where I want the cape to end. We're gonna fold it from here. Oh yeah, no, this is way too wide. I can probably create something similar but smaller, but in the meantime, we'll work on just cutting this down this line I've created. Okay, so my camera died at some point. No clue what point, but it did. But this is what we're working with. I love the way that this drapes. I love it so much. To be honest, I'm tempted to not touch it because I don't know how to recreate it. To be honest, I might not. However, the hem is weird and uneven. The shoulders, there's too much fabric on one side versus not the other. Like, I was able to adjust it, but like just grabbing it, like bringing it up to like this part and then like letting it fall backwards a little bit until it like reaches a comfortable part, like it's not perfect. It works. It works for a quick little thing, but I really don't know how to fix it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do to fix this and keep the drape. Low power mode. Turn on. But At the very minimum, if I don't get to it, like, it works. It bothers me a lot with how it looks. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I can't see the camera. You guys can see me, I can't see you. I don't know what's going on, but it works. So we're going to move on to putting together the shirt and trying to fix the skirt and have it, like, you know, actually fit me. And I'll get all this, while I'm getting my room all set up, I'll upload this footage to my computer. Cool? Cool? Sound cool? Fantastic. Alright, so it is currently 12:34 a.m. I'm uploading the videos that I have recorded so far to my computer. And right now I have two options. I can keep going with sewing up my stuff because hopefully it shouldn't be too long, or I can go and get a reasonable amount of sleep but also risk this video not going up on time because I have things to do around 2 p.m. and later on in the day as well. I am very conflicted because I've lost a bit of my steam since I wasn't, like, straight up just doing nothing but working on it. But at the very minimum, everything's cut out. Most things are cut out. I need to still cut out a waistband and the belt. But those are simple things. I also found the primary scissors that I like to use, so that will make things go a lot faster. So I think smartest thing, safest bet. I'm going to call it now and try and get as much done before 1 p.m. tomorrow. And hopefully I don't have to cancel my evening plans to make sure this video goes up on time. I really need to stop doing this stuff last minute, but it's just really hard with my current job and working 8 to 5. It is a genuine nightmare on my psyche, and I despise it so much. But a job is a job is a job is a job. So I'll make sure that this gets uploaded to my computer and I'll call it for tonight. Yeah, that's about it for now. See you guys in the morning. Alright, as you can see, based off of the sunlight streaming through my windows, it is the next day. I woke up at 7:30. I have been lagging behind. It is now 9:30. I have to be somewhere at 2 p.m. So at the very minimum, we'll just see how much we'll get done. This costume doesn't need to be finished today. I have no plans to go and see Superman officially anytime soon. While I would like to see it tomorrow, we will see. We will see. But for now, I mean, you guys already know where we left off on last night. It's not like this is a new video. I don't need to recap anything. Although I should probably watch the recap myself, because where did I leave off on last night? That's not important. That's neither here nor there. What we're gonna do, we're gonna set up a Pomodoro timer on my computer. We're gonna get myself some tea, figure out the camera angles, and just kind of get to work, I guess. Now, I'm just clipping these together. Yeah, looking at this, I definitely didn't cut this properly. But we're gonna try our best to make it work. Okay, so I'm going to make the waistband for the skirt. To be honest, I'm just going to take this, wrap it around my waist, to measure it in inches, because I can't get used to centimeters just yet. I'm actively learning. 31. I'll have the band maybe like 2 inches wide, so I'll cut a strip of fabric that's about 4 inches wide and then fold that in half. So we're gonna do that. We'll see if I do that on camera or not, because I'm sick and tired of moving this camera around. We're going back to the chalk. I do have other pens that like show up easier. I have red and I have blue that shows up easier than the white pen that I was using. But I don't know where that is. But I do know where my chalk is, so we're gonna use that. I also don't know where my ruler is, but we're just gonna have to make this freaking work. Okay, I still don't know where my ruler is, but you know what I did find? My Green Lantern Volume 4 comic. which has on the back an ad for Superman. So I feel this is very meta, so we're going to use this. Okay, yeah. I'm glad that I didn't go all the way to the end trying to measure this out.
Huh?
I said I wish I could embroider the logo.
What?
Wait, I have the tearaway stabilizer. I can embroider the logo. Because I was originally going to use my gold sheeting that I have for my cry cut. But I want it to be embroidered. I think I might have enough time to do that. Okay, something I'm coming to the realization to, unless I install a zipper on this waistband, I should probably use elastic. However, with how thin this fabric is, like it's very floppy. I don't feel comfortable trying to put elastic inside of this waistband. So we're going to have to incorporate some sort of zipper system or some sort of clasp system or something, which is fine. However, at the very least, I haven't figured zippers out just yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I forgot to record it, but I added the waistband to the skirt. I kind of did a weird thing where I kind of like eyeballed the pleats. We'll see how that goes. Since I already have red thread both in my thread base and my bobbin, I don't know what the heck that's called. Since I already have red thread in the places where I need to have red thread, we're gonna focus on the skirt first. Skirt's nowhere near done, but I wanted to try everything on, so I got the blue shirt that I bought like a bajillion years ago for my Hobie Brown cosplay. And I just said, well, it's blue, it works. It's quite literally the only blue shirt that I currently own. Like, I love the pleating of this. A little bit annoyed myself that I kind of like messed up the like circleness of the circle skirt, but I'm starting to fall in love with this, the little like side high-low thing or whatever it's called going on. Like, we're cooking here. Let's see, we're still cooking. We're still actively making the meal. But the meal looks like it's going to be appetizing. I'm going to take this part here, and I'm going to make it a button so that way I don't have to worry about the zipper, because I really don't want to do zippers if I can avoid it. So I have to finish doing like like fold this over and then doing like a stitch in the ditch method here for the waistband, and then I have to sew together the shirt, and then I have to figure out the cape, because the cape as much as I wish that my fix for this was simply just pulling this over my shoulders and then like wrapping it behind me, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to make this U shape in the cape and like keep the drape, and then like maybe some buttons to attach it to my shoulders. So I'm gonna go find a 3D file to print some buttons, because I do not have any of them, but that's what my 3D printer is here for. So currently I have about an hour until I need to start getting ready to leave and do what I need to go and do. So hopefully I'll be able to finish the majority of what I need to get done before then, because I just need to sew together the shirt, 3D print some buttons. The buttons can wait. What's wrong? Okay, so I made a weird noise and it's no longer catching the second stitch. Fantastic. I need it to be, maybe it's because there's too much. Alright gamers, it is 7:49 p.m. I started this project at 10:30 p.m. yesterday. I am very proud of my progress, got a lot done. I finished the skirt, I'm very happy with it, especially since I fully intend to cover it with the belt. But even so, like, I just like the way it looks. I still need to add the button to the side, but this safety pin is doing wonders. However, tiny bit of a snag. Can't finish the shirt because my zigzag stitching is not zigzag stitching. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going on. It made a weird noise. It's still seeming to do a straight stitch, but it's not zigzag stitching. Seeing as I have to have this video done by 11:59 p.m. tonight, and who knows how long it would take for me to like diagnose and try and fix this issue, I do not have time to finish it tonight, which is very sad and disappointing. I was hoping to go see the movie tomorrow morning before going off to do the other things that I have to do with my day, but it is what it is. Overall, I got a decent amount of the costume done. I would definitely be wearing this when I go to Dragon Con later this year. And I will have time to add all the special embellishments that I wanted to make. Again, very bummed out. Kind of sad that I don't have like a Supergirl costume just to sit around the house in. But I very much love the progress that I've made so far. But yeah, thank you guys so much for following along on my journey of making this. If you guys want to see the finished product, eventually it'll be on my Instagram. When that is, who knows? I'm not really posting there right now. I'm not really posting anywhere right now. But yeah, this has been me making my Supergirl costume. If you guys have seen the Superman movie, I would love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. If not, please, please, please go watch it. It is a fantastic movie, and if you're like me, who's just been mentally dead over everything going on, it's nice to have the symbol of hope back. So, once again, thank you guys all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. But, if not, I did my outro, but then realized I forgot to show everything. So this is the skirt. The skirt is skirting. The shirt is, again, something I just had in my closet. The cape, no real progress has been made. However, I think I will be leaning towards Supergirl Kara. Not Supergirl Kara, duh. I think I will be leaning towards CW Supergirl. So, very, very excited for that. Join me next time on trying to finish this costume after I get the zigzag stitch fixed, where I try to make boot covers out of this. Boot covers have not been my best friend in my experience making them, but we'll figure that out. But, in case I don't, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.